Good morning, my dear students. Today we learn how to prepare balance sheet. Now see, this is our problem. From these particulars, we have calculated gross profit and net profit. To determine gross profit, we have prepared trading account, and to determine net profit, we have prepared profit and loss account. Clear? Now we prepare a balance sheet. How to prepare? Now see here, furniture is a balance sheet item. Furniture, it is an asset. Bills payable is a liability. Sundry debtors is an asset. Plant and machinery is an asset. Capital is liability. Bills receivable is asset. General reserve is liability. Sundry creditors liability. Cash at bank asset. Cash in hand asset. So we have to prepare a balance sheet only by considering these items. Now see, what is the format of balance sheet? These are the liability side. Liabilities. There will be two columns, one for adjustment and one for final entry. Will be assets, rupees for adjustment, final column. So in balance sheet there are two sides. Left hand side represents liabilities, this side liabilities, and right hand side represents all assets. Now at first, at the liability side there will be capital, that is anything contributed by the owner. Next, if there is any general reserve or profit and loss account, then we write here general reserve or profit and loss account. Next, we write long-term loan, then current liability, etc. In this way, we have to consider all liability here, this side. And in asset side, at first we consider all fixed assets. Fixed assets means land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixture, etc. After fixed assets, we consider investment. After investment, we write here all current assets. You know the list of current assets we have already discussed while learning ratio analysis. So you know the current assets. Now see, we should go through our problem here. Furniture. At first there is furniture. So furniture is an asset, and there may be any depreciation. Depreciate plant at the rate of 6% and furniture at the rate of 5%. So when we write furniture, then we have to deduct depreciation from this value, that is 10,000. From 10,000 we have to deduct depreciation. Similarly, for plant we have to deduct depreciation at the rate of 6%. Clear? So at first we consider furniture. We should write at first plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. Less depreciation. Less depreciation. Then furniture. Less depreciation. Now plant and machinery balance was rupees, here see, plant and machinery here is the balance 50,000. So we should write here 50,000. 50,000. Less depreciation at the rate of 6%. 6%. That is 3,000. Should be deducted and the net figure should be written in the outer column. That is 47,000. 47,000. And furniture balance was rupees 10,000. So 10,000, we should write here 10,000, and depreciation at the rate of 5%. So 5%. So here we should write 500. 500. That is 9,000. 9,500. Next, there is no investment, so we should write now all the current assets. There is no investment, so current assets. Here current assets. Current assets. In the current assets, there will be closing stock, sundry debtors, Now we should see, is there any additional entry for sundry debtors? Here, create a provision for bad debt at the rate of 5% on sundry debtors. So we have to create a provision. We have to create a provision for bad debts here. Create a provision for bad debts at the rate of 5% on sundry debtors. So we have to create a provision. So here we should write less provision for bad debts. Bad debts. Now closing stock, the value of closing stock was 50,000, that is 50,000. So we should write here 50,000. We should write in the outer column 50,000. Sundry debtors was rupees 40,000. 40,000. Provision for bad debts 5%. So here provision should be 2,000 at the rate of 5%. 2,000. 38,000 is the net balance of sundry debtors. Next, bills receivable is an asset, current asset. So you should write here bills receivable. See, bills receivable. Bills receivable. What is the amount? Bills payable, bills receivable, 11,000. 11,000 in the outer column. 11,000. Now cash at bank. Cash at bank and cash in hand. Cash in hand. Cash at bank 9,000 and cash at bank 1,000. Now see, this is the total asset side. Plant and machinery, less depreciation, furniture and fixture. You may write here furniture and fixture. This is the accounting head. Less depreciation, 5%, 500. That is 9,500. Current assets, closing stock, sundry debtors. There is a provision. We have to create a provision for bad debts at the rate of 5%. That is 2,000. So net balance of sundry debtors would be 38,000. Bills receivable, cash at bank, cash in hand. Clear? Now, liability side. Now, capital. What is the value of capital? Capital was rupees 70,000. 70,000 capital. 70,000. Next we write profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. There is a profit. If there is any loss, then we should write profit and loss account in the right hand side, or we may deduct the amount from capital. So here there is a balance, positive balance. So we should write here, that is profit. So what is the amount of profit? We have calculated it in the last class, that is profit and loss account here. Profit and loss account 48,000. The net profit was 48,000. So 48,000 should be written here. 48,000. Profit and loss account 48,000. Next, general reserve. What is the balance of general reserve? Now see, general reserve, there is a balance of 10,000. General reserve 10,000. We have not considered this point. Now see, point number 5. Transfer 20% of net profit to general reserve. So we have to transfer 20% of net profit to general reserve. So we should not write here 48,000. We have to transfer general reserve. So 48,000 right here, 48,000 less transferred to general reserve. Transferred to general reserve 20% at the rate 20%, that is 9,600. 9,600 should be deducted from it. 9,600. So there will 48,000 should not be written here. 48,000 minus 9,600, that is 38,400 should be written here. And general reserve was rupees 10,000. We should add new provision, new reserve, that is 9,600. So 19,600 will be the balance of general reserve. Now, current liability. Now we should consider current liability. Current liabilities. There is no other long-term loan. If there is any long-term loan, then we should write here any long-term loan. Now current liability. First, sundry creditors. Sundry creditors. Is there any provision for sundry creditors? Yes, there is a provision for sundry creditors. So sundry creditors should be written in the inner column. Sundry creditors. What is the balance of sundry creditors? see, sundry creditors 30,000. So 30,000 should be written in the 30,000 should be written in the inner column. 30,000 less provision for discount. Provision for discount at the rate 4%. 4%. See, 4%. 4%. That is 1,200. So the net figure will be 28,800. Should be written in the outer column, final column. Sundry creditors. Next, bills payable. You should write here bills payable. Bills payable. What is the amount of bills payable? Bills payable. Bills payable 5,200. So 5,200 should be written in the outer column. 5,200 bills payable. Next, outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses. Is there any outstanding expenses? Yes, there is outstanding expenses. Here, outstanding liability, salary and wages. We have considered these two items while preparing trading account and profit and loss account. So salary here, salary 3,000 and wages 500. Outstanding expenses 3,500. So we have written all the items which should be taken into consideration while preparing balance sheet. So we should write the heading balance sheet here. Balance sheet as at here date should be written. Now we have to add asset side and liability side. If these two total are equal, then our preparation of balance sheet is correct. Now we have to add. Now see, at first we add asset side 47,000 plus 9,500 plus 50,000 plus 38,000 plus 11,000 plus 9,000 plus 1,000 equals to 1,65,500. So clear? 1,65,500. We should write here 1,65,500. Now liability side. Now see here 70,000 plus 38,400 plus 19,600 plus 28,800 plus 5,200 plus 3,500 equals to 1,65,500. Clear? It is tallied. Total assets and total liabilities are equal. So we have completed our balance sheet. Now see, total balance sheet. So, while preparing balance sheet or profit and loss account or trading account, we should at first consider, we have to go through the items which are given in the additional entries. For this problem, there are these additional entries: outstanding liabilities, salary and wages outstanding. There may be prepaid expenses, there may be accrued income, there may be loss on sale of assets, various items may be there. Now please remember, while considering these additional items, you have to consider these values. For example, say 3000, it should be considered twice. While we consider the items in the trial balance, we should consider only once. But when we consider these items, that is under additional information, we have to consider twice. For example, say closing stock, at first closing stock, we have considered it in trading account once, 50,000, and then further we have considered it in the balance sheet here, closing stock 50,000. So we have considered twice these items. Again, outstanding salary. While we have prepared profit and loss account, we have considered 3,000 for outstanding salary, and here we also considered 3,000 for outstanding expenses. Similarly, wages. When we have prepared trading account, we have considered these items, that's 500. Again, we have considered wages 500 here. Clear? For example, if there is any advance payment of say rent, advance payment of rent. So rent should be written in the profit and loss account. Rent paid, that is an item of profit and loss account. So you should write here in profit and loss account to rent paid. For example, I am telling you, to rent paid, say rupees, it is given in the trial balance, say 10,000. But in the additional entry, it is further given that there is a prepaid rent of 1,000. Then we have to deduct the prepaid rent from the rent paid. 1,000 should be deducted, that is 10,000 minus 1,000, 9,000 should be written here. And 1,000 prepaid rent, that is an asset, should be written in this side, asset side, prepaid rent. Clear? So if there is any additional entry, you have to consider twice. You have to analyze the transaction at first, which account to be debited or which account to be credited against this transaction, and accordingly you have to adjust the entries either in profit and loss account or trading account and in balance sheet. Clear? For example, see, here is an item. Profit and loss account is an item under liability side. General ledger is also an item under liability. Here 9,600 was transferred from profit and loss account to general ledger. So 9,600 was deducted from profit and loss account, and at the same time it was added to general ledger. So it is an entry, adjustment entry, and 9,600 has been considered twice. Clear? So in this way you have to prepare balance sheet. I hope we have learned, and you have to practice final accounts for accuracy. Okay, thank you.